My name is Daniel Padilla. Last name Padilla, like tortilla or quesadilla. First name Daniel rhymes with Cocker Spaniel, just in case you didn't know. I don't like Dan. Danny is okay. I've actually had a lot of nicknames in college and work, which if I mention here, would probably need to be censored. So let's just stick to Daniel. Now, where do I start? Oogie. That was my nickname growing up as a kid. I grew up as an only child for much of my youth, which was pretty cool because that meant I got to keep my toys to myself. And that was important because although I was an only child, I had a large family. And when my cousins came over, they took pleasure in smashing my Lego buildings down, ripping the limbs off my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action figures, and ripping the wheels off my Hot Wheels. I'll forgive them someday. Another part of my life when I was a child that took up a lot of my time was playing sports. I partially remember this from all the times I'd be standing, waiting at the drinking fountain, just drenched in sweat, and then taking my sweet time savoring that fresh cold water on a hot Antioch day, listening to kids behind me saying, "Save the water for the whales." Although I was a shy kid, a bit of a shy kid, I did have quite a few friends, probably through practice because my dad and I moved around a lot and I went to a lot of different schools. So I got to meet a lot of different people. Once my dad remarried, I was able to take back what I had said about being an only child. I now have 3 brothers and 1 sister who I love to the bone, even though they're all teenagers right now and can be little punks at times. When I was at that age, I was enjoying school, I think, high school. I mean, I say that now, but if I were to go back and ask my 14-year-old self, I would probably respond with something like, "I hate school, what are you talking about?" It wasn't that bad, I guess. I got to join a rock band with my friends. We were actually pretty good. I'm pretty sure we probably pissed off the drummer's neighbor for life, but that's okay too because, well, actually I don't have a good excuse for that one. Whatever, we rocked. After high school, I went on to college. Now I say college, but when I tell people that I attended the California Maritime Academy in Vallejo, I usually get responses like, "Thanks for your service," or, "Oh, you were in the Navy." Now, wish I was that brave. I just told people that I worked on ships. It was an interesting choice. I didn't really want to go there, but what was it? Oh yeah, my dad forced me. I got to do a lot of cool things though, work on ships, travel around the world, meet a lot of different interesting people from different parts of the world. It's funny, as freshmen we were all pondering our future at sea, and one of the first things I remember a professor telling us was that in about 10 years, ships will be fully automated and they will require no engineers or mariners on board. What a lovely thing to hear after investing a large sum of money into the university's accounts. Fortunately, my professor was a bit off on his theory, so yes, I did end up getting to work on ships from my early to mid-20s. It was a fascinating career. Got to do a lot of fun things. The job was 6 weeks on, 6 weeks off. Got to drive ships, work with deep sea saturation divers, underwater robots. Got to fly to work in a helicopter and do firefighting, splash through some typhoons and hurricanes. I actually made my job sound kind of cooler for a minute. Realistically though, I just spent most of my time behind a bunch of computers that kept the ship in place and kept up with friends and family on Facebook. So you can kick that Captain Jack Sparrow image out of your head. The next chapter in my life took quite a turn as I spent many years in chronic pain, disability, and insomnia. I don't like talking about it too much to people I've just met as it brings up a lot of bad emotions and memories. But I can say now that I'm way better and I'm getting back to where I'd like to be, and I think I'll have to save it for another time for details. This brings me to the reason that I chose to come to Toastmasters. I want to become a better communicator one-on-one and to groups of people. I've always been a bit shy or timid, but the years I spent isolated due to my illness really took a toll on my social skills and mental being. I remember in the midst of my recovery, I couldn't even stand in line at a grocery store because I was too nervous. Never have I had such fear of people. I'm sick of it. I'm facing my fears, and Oogie Padilla believes that the more he is up here, the closer he will come to conquering that fear. Or as I like to think of it, fear, false evidence appearing real. Thank you.